The sky above the distant planet Zoroth was a swirl of green and purple, a strange sight that made humans feel small and fragile. The alien city below was massive, its towers shining with metal light. And in the center, the High Council of Zoroth gathered. The council was filled with beings of all shapes and sizes, their eyes glowing with a cold intelligence. "Humans are useless," one of them hissed. "They cannot survive on any planet without help. They are weak. Why should we waste time on them?" The council laughed, a sound like metal scraping against metal. But not far away, in the shadows of a ruined building, a human boy watched them. His name was Alex. He was young, clever, and unlike any human the aliens had ever seen. While the council underestimated humans, Alex never underestimated himself. He knew he was small, but he also knew he was capable of thinking in ways the aliens could not. Suddenly, the council sent a signal. A hologram appeared in the air, projecting the humans' location. They were planning a test, one meant to show just how fragile and useless humans were. The test was dangerous. Aliens called it the trial of strength and mind. If Alex failed, it could mean the end of all humans in this sector. Alex's heart raced, but he did not run. Instead, he studied the challenge carefully. The aliens expected him to panic, to make mistakes, and to fail. But Alex had something no alien had: human curiosity and cleverness. The trial began with a rumble that shook the ground. A massive machine rose from the alien city, its arms stretching like giant metal snakes. Lights flashed and lasers crisscrossed the air, forming a maze impossible for anyone to cross. The aliens watched from above, their glowing eyes full of amusement. "This human will not last 5 minutes," one said. Alex did not hesitate. He observed the machine carefully. He noticed patterns in the laser movements. Where the lasers crossed, where the gaps appeared. Slowly, he calculated his moves step by step. His heart pounded, but his mind was clear. The first laser sweep came down. Alex ducked, rolled, and sprinted forward. Sparks flew around him. His movements were precise, almost unnatural in their calmness. The aliens murmured in surprise. They had expected chaos, fear, and failure. They did not expect intelligence. Halfway through, a second challenge appeared. The ground beneath Alex's feet shifted suddenly, forming pits and walls that moved like living creatures. The maze became more dangerous. Many humans would have panicked. Many would have fallen. But Alex remembered something his father had once told him. "Think, don't rush. Every problem has a solution." Using the shifting patterns of the floor, Alex jumped at the perfect moment, landing safely while the aliens' machines clanged behind him. Every move he made was clever, every decision quick. Slowly, the impossible became possible. The aliens' laughter faded. Their glowing eyes widened. They had never seen a human think this way. One council member muttered, "It is unnatural. How can a human do this?" The final challenge approached. A giant metal wall began to descend, with spinning blades cutting the air. Alex had only seconds to figure it out. He looked around quickly, noticing small openings in the wall's pattern. Timing his run perfectly, he sprinted, ducked under the first blade, jumped over a spinning trap, and finally slid through the last opening just as the wall slammed behind him. Silence fell. The aliens could not believe what they had just witnessed. A human, small and underestimated, had passed every challenge without injury. Alex stood there, breathing heavily, a faint smile on his face. He looked at the alien council high above and waved, not out of arrogance, but out of defiance. They had called humans useless. They had laughed at him. And now he had proven them wrong, at least in this first battle. But the council was not defeated. They were shocked, yes, but their pride would not allow them to accept this. One of the oldest aliens, with scales that shimmered like silver, spoke slowly. "This is only the beginning. We will see if he and his kind can survive what comes next." Alex felt a chill. The war was only starting. The aliens had underestimated humans once. He was determined that they would never underestimate them again as he left the trial arena. The shadow of the alien city loomed over him. The sky above was still green and purple, but now it felt different. It felt like a place where humans could fight, survive, and perhaps even triumph. And in that moment, Alex knew one thing for sure. The galaxy had not seen the last of human courage. The alien council was silent, their glowing eyes fixed on the human boy who had survived the impossible. Alex's success in the first trial had shocked them, but now they were more determined than ever. They would create a test so dangerous, so cunning, that no human could ever survive. The signal came. A massive chamber opened in the alien city, revealing the final arena. The arena was a labyrinth of shifting walls, traps, and strange alien machines that seemed alive. Its floors were made of glowing metal that changed shape every second. And in the center, a massive energy core pulsed with blinding light. The council spoke as one. "This is the ultimate test. If he survives this, humans may be worthy of respect. If he fails, they will be destroyed." Alex stepped into the arena, his heart pounding but his mind steady. He had survived before, and he knew that fear would not help him now. He studied the arena carefully, observing the patterns of the moving walls and the timing of the traps. Every move counted. Every second mattered. The first challenge came fast. The walls shifted suddenly, forming a narrow path over a pit filled with swirling energy. Sparks flew as the floor vibrated beneath him. Alex ran, jumped, and slid, narrowly avoiding the deadly energy. His movements were precise, his mind calculating every step. The aliens watched in disbelief. "Impossible," one hissed. "No human should be able to do this." But Alex did not stop. Ahead, a wall of spinning blades appeared, spinning faster than anything he had ever seen. He took a deep breath and studied the pattern. Using the timing of the blades, he leaped forward, ducking and twisting just in time to avoid being cut. Every narrow escape made the aliens' disbelief grow. Then came the final challenge. The energy core in the center of the arena began to pulse faster and faster, sending waves of energy that could knock anyone off their feet. Alex had to reach it and deactivate it before it overloaded, or the arena would collapse. The paths were narrow, the walls moved like living creatures, and the energy pulses came without warning. Alex's mind raced. He remembered the patterns he had noticed earlier, the small clues on the floor and the timing of the energy pulses. With careful steps and perfect timing, he moved closer and closer to the core. Sparks flew, metal screeched, and the arena trembled as he dodged the final traps. Finally, Alex reached the core. He examined it quickly and saw a small control panel. With steady hands, he pressed the buttons in the correct order, using logic and observation rather than strength. The core began to slow, its pulses weakening, until it finally stopped. The arena fell silent. The council was stunned. Aliens whispered among themselves, unable to hide their shock. One of them, the eldest with silver scales, spoke slowly. He has done it. No human has ever survived this trial. Perhaps they are not useless after all." Alex stood tall, his chest heaving but his spirit unbroken. He had proven not just his own strength, but the potential of all humans. The aliens, once so proud and arrogant, now looked at him with a mixture of fear and respect. But Alex did not celebrate. He knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy was vast, and humans had only just begun to show what they were capable of. If they continued to be clever, brave, and united, No challenge, no matter how impossible, could truly defeat them. As he left the arena, the alien council lowered their heads. The words that had once mocked humanity, useless, weak, fragile, were now silenced by a simple truth. Humans could survive, adapt, and triumph against any odds. And somewhere deep inside, Alex smiled. The war had begun, but the humans were ready. The universe had underestimated them, but it would never do so again. The sky above Zorath glowed with green and purple, just as it had before. But now, it felt different. It felt like a galaxy where humans could fight, endure, and conquer. The final proving was over. But the story of human courage had only just begun. And in that moment, Alex understood one thing clearly. Humans were not weak. They were unstoppable.